Hello, manga and anime lovers. I'm Branch, and today I'm going to be talking about Too Many Losing Heroines, Episode 5. Man, I was not sure what to expect from this new story arc, but I am beyond impressed with how it started. I was really nervous, to be honest, after such a complete ending that the last episode left off on, that the continuation would feel a little bit forced. But no, it does not. Everything, in fact, this might be my favorite episode of the season so far. I'm not exaggerating. The comedy alone in this episode was golden. The scene with Nukumizu on the train made me laugh so hard. I have not laughed that hard at an anime in such a long time. It was so funny. And then, of course, you have the NTR joke at the very end. And, of course, the shiny forehead gag. It was just so good. The comedy in this episode was outstanding. But also, the drama was as well. I'm really liking Nukumizu's sister now. I wasn't sure how to feel about her at first, but she seems to be less of the yandere type and more of the overprotective sibling type. All her actions are so cutesy and I really like it, and how she goes to interview Anna is so funny. It actually reminds me of something my own siblings would do. Like not in the possessive way, but making a random list of questions and interviewing people is very younger sibling like. We also got to see a little more of Zombie Senpai, as I'm calling her now, which is kind of cool. I'm not sure what her whole deal is, but I'm interested to see. And Anna coping so hard. She literally started to ascend was fantastic. I love that entire scene. And of course, she comes back later, absolutely defeated and out of her mind because of witnessing how close her crush and his girlfriend are. It was so funny. But then we move into the main meat and potatoes of this episode, which we first get introduced to from Komori when she asks Nukumizu if he knows if Lemon has been talking to a guy recently. And it turns out that this guy is Lemon's friend. I don't remember his name, but the guy with the white hair who's super dense. So I'll call him Rock from now on. Or no, I think perhaps Black Hole might be a better nickname for this dense son of a gun. During the quote-unquote not date with Nukumizu and Anna, they notice Lemon having a walk around with Black Hole Kun over here. And they go to follow him because Anna is just so out of it right now. She wants to catch them cheating at all costs. And they run into Black Hole Kun's girlfriend, whose name I also don't remember, but I'll call her Farhead-chan because, oh my goodness, that Farhead was out of this world. And I didn't expect to like not the love interest, but the lovers so much. And yet, they're so good. I mean, granted, we've only seen her so far, really. And I really appreciate her being given more character in this episode. And it turns out she's stalking her boyfriend by giving him a bracelet that has GPS in it and monitoring him. So she's probably pretty rich, I'm not gonna lie. But also I want to say reasonable, but then again, I just said that she was stalking him. And yet she's willing to step down if it means that her boyfriend loves another girl and doesn't love her anymore. And I find that kind of sad, actually. Even though I know for a fact that he's not cheating, because Lemon's not that kind of person, and it's probably a huge misunderstanding, like usual, especially considering Black Hole Kun's density. The entire scene of them chasing them around and tailing them, and then eventually Farhead-chan puts on a cold compress or bandage on her forehead to hide the shine so that they don't get caught was amazing. And they get caught anyways. And Farhead-chan just pins it all on Nukumizu. She says, Nukumizu can explain this awkward situation to you. And it's just so funny. And I cannot wait for the next episode. This is now officially my anime of the season. It's just too good. Speaking of being too good, holy cow, that ending. I did not expect us to go full Monogatari style up in here and have a different song for each character. Granted, it's the outro and not the intro, but still. So I assume this is going to be Lemon's story arc, and then we'll move into one for each of the girls. So we're going to go more in depth in each of their characters, and I really like that. At least that's my guess for the rest of the season. And if so, I will be a happy boy. And oh my goodness, I still haven't mentioned how the Literature Club is going to be writing more stories. And now Anna's father got paid in solmen noodles, which is very sad and alarming, to be honest. I feel like this is going to end in a tragedy of some kind, like he's going to lose his job because you don't get paid with solmen noodles for being a good employee and working for a good company. This company is going down, and I can mark my words. But how she brings them to Nukumizu's house, And then she brings the rest to the club room, and you just see the boxes lying all over the place, and they can barely see each other during the meeting, and yet no one comments on it, and it is the best thing ever. And Anna having to eat all these noodles is just like me, where she went to lose weight and now she's gaining it back, and I'm like, oh, I relate to you so hard, girl. And the final scene I want to discuss is when they're all in Nukumizu's room, and he has this anime poster. And Farhad-chan is questioning it, like, oh, why are they like half naked? Why are they all over each other? And he's trying to explain. Or was it Anna who was questioning that? I don't remember, but they were questioning it. And then his little sister comes out and explains in great detail how this is perfectly reasonable for this very compromising poster to have these images on it. And she accidentally spoils Nukumizu on something. And I find that so funny. It is such a relatable thing, because that's just how anime is. Even in this show, there's some wild moments in there. And when someone asks you about it, you're like, well, hold on, I can explain. And then the explanation makes really no sense. But I really do appreciate how Anna wasn't judging him for it, and she seemed actually very interested in it. So hopefully that bodes well for their future, either friendship or relationship. Either one is good and either one is acceptable. I just want them to get closer because they are such a good couple together. That being said, that's all I have to say on this episode. Thanks so much for watching or listening, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.